Quality comes at a cost. The high cost of quality education at private-run educational institutions has become an issue of discontentment for some. Highlighting this discontentment, the Goa Pradesh Youth Congress brought to focus this contentment at a recently held press conference and were of the opinion that no student should be deprived of quality education.
The issue that we will be going to take now is the donation taken by private colleges, because it is really a burden.
Not only colleges, right from K.
Yeah, school. Yeah, you are right. कित्याक थोडी पेरेंट्स इतले आमी पयल्या वायट परिस्थिती आसता ते डोनेशन दिन भुरग्यांक कशें शिकोवप when we in India we have right to education and these people are charging that we will take this issue seriously and we will demonstrate against it.
Briefing media person, Student Cell of Goa Pradesh Youth Congress Chairman Sunil Kautankar said that they would conduct a survey of the colleges in the state to check their fee structures.
No, we are definitely going to study all these issues, that even certain thing, the fee structure in some colleges, certain colleges are taking simply gymkhana fees, gymkhana is absent in the college. We are studying that everything minutely, and after studying everything we will see which colleges are taking what fees on what basis and what are the amenities that are present and what are the amenities that are not there in the colleges, and definitely we will fight with this.
He also demanded immediate suspension of Porvorim Police Inspector Devendra Gard for using filthy and abusive words at the students gathered outside the KTC office at Porvorim on Monday.
PIN स्टुडंट्सांक जे पीसफुली ते डेमॉन्स्ट्रेट करताले तांच्यांनी कांय ते उल्लडबाजी करूंक ना, कांय तोडफोड करूंक ना, कोणाक गाळयो मारूंक ना, तांकां हाणें PIN गाळयो वापरल्यो. दुसरें म्हणल्यार PI जेन्ना पुलीस फोर्स जॉइन जाता तेन्ना तो एक ओथ घेता दॅट आय विल प्रोटेक्ट द सिटिजन्स. ही ओथ घेता हें सगळ्यांक खबरूच आसतलें, पण जेन्ना आमी म्हणलें की वी आर प्रोटेस्टिंग एज वी आर सिटिजन्स ऑफ इंडिया एंड वी हॅव फूल रायट टू प्रोटेस्ट, तेन्ना ताणें एक नीच कोंकणी गाळ वापरली सिटिजन्साक. हाजे वयल्यान दाखोवन दिता की तो आपली ओथ जी आसा ती आपली ओथूच तो डिफाय करता, तेन्ना ताका पुलीस फोर्सान रावपाचो कांयच हक्क ना. म्हणून आमी पयलीं मागता की ताका इमिजिएट सस्पेंड करचो, कित्याक असलो PI जर मिडिया फुडल्यान असो वागता जाल्यार फाल्यां लोकपान आनी चार भिंती मदीं लोकांचे कितें हाल करतलो तें सांगता, आनी इज रियली अ थ्रेट टू द सोसायटी.
He also demanded that the Chief Minister Digambar Kamath and KTC Chairman Alexio Reginaldo Lorenzo take action against KTC Managing Director Sanjay Goel for his rude behavior with the students when they approached him to put forward their demand on concession of KTC shuttle services.
दुसरो आमचो डिमांड आसलो की पयर एक KTC MDन स्टेटमेंट केल्लो की ती एंडोर्समेंट जी आसा आयडेंटिटी कार्ड फॉर कन्सेशन ते हे वर्सा करनासतना फुडल्या वर्सा करतले म्हणून. आमी ताका सांगपाचें आसलें की ती फुडल्या वर्सा तुजी करपा सोदता पळय ती तूं कशी म्हणून करतलो फुडल्या वर्सा. तुमची शटल सर्विसाक पब्लीक जी लायनीक उबे रावता तांकां 2-2 वरां लायनीक रावचें पडटा, तेन्ना ती कार्डां एंडोर्स करता म्हणल्यार प्रायमरी आसता स्टुडंट्स, स्कूल स्टुडंट्स आसता, हायर सेकंडरी स्टुडंट्स आसा, कॉलेज स्टुडंट्स, हजारांनी भुरगीं आसा गोंयांत, हांची करता म्हणजे 6 म्हयने वतले म्हणल्यार 6 म्हयने स्टुडंट शूड ट्रॅवल विदाउट कन्सेशन. दिस इज वॉट इज मीन. आमी विचारपाक गेले ताणें आमकां डिस्कस तर करूंकच ना, ताणें आमकां डायरेक्टली गेट आउट म्हणलें ऑफ द ऑफिस. सो वी आर डिमांडिंग फ्रॉम द चीफ मिनिस्टर टू एंड द चेअरमॅन ऑफ द कदंबा कॉर्पोरेशन टू इमिजिएटली टेक एक्शन ऑन द MD ऑफ कदंबा कॉर्पोरेशन ऑल्सो.
Mr. Kautankar also accused BJP Student Cell for politicizing the issue.
बट बाकीचे स्टुडंट्स इतले खुबशे स्टुडंट्स आसा तांकां खऱ्यांनी त्रास जाता, पयसच्यान ट्रॅवल करता, तांच्या खातीर आमी गेल्ले थंय पावस पडटा आसतना भिजून गेल्ले आमी पावसान. तांच्यांनी BJP स्टुडंट्स लागीं लॉज की तांच्यांनी हे एंटायर इशूक पॉलिटिकल कलर दिलो. गव्हर्मेंट आसा तो अर्थ हो न्हय की आमी आसलेले सगळे इशू निग्लेक्ट करपाचे. हांचे गव्हर्मेंट आसले तेन्ना ही ऑर्गनायझेशनाच खंय आसली, हे न्हिदताले 7 पांगरोणां घेवन. हांकां केन्ना स्टुडंटाचे इशू दिसले तांचे गव्हर्मेंट आसतना केन्नाच वयर येनासले. आतां इलेक्शनाक 2 म्हयने आसा म्हणटकूच ते BJP स्टुडंट सेल म्हणून तांच्यांनी फॉर्म केला. ओळमीव पावसान येता पळय तशी पावसा कडेन भायर येता.
We'll spill into a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back. To keep a check on the quality of ambient air in areas close to the industrial activities, the Goa State Pollution Control Board installed 3 ambient air monitoring data display boards at Zwarinagar Industrial Estate.
Speaking at the function, Dr. L.U. Joshi, Chairman of Goa State Pollution Control Board, emphasized the need to protect the environment and control pollution.
The environment has to remain clean and green. When you put the industries, there will be some amount of pollution. It can be less, it can be more. But the technology is so much developed all over the world that if you put proper equipments, it is possible to control this pollution. And therefore, if industries follow it very carefully, whatever complaints that we are getting from number of places in Goa or in the case of other state boards in their respective parts can be reduced to a minimum.
He stated that these boards were necessary in order to know the exact percentage of pollutants compared to the permissible benchmarks and maintained that Goa was a much cleaner state.
Lot of complaints at Syngenta and Siba. I forced them to put up those boards. They are small boards, but no doubt they carry the message of what is the amount of pollutants in the ambient air, whether they are crossing the limits which are given by the Central Pollution Control Board or not. And after getting that, we got less and less complaints from that. What we see in Goa. Goa is much cleaner in my opinion, and at Central Pollution Control Board or MOEF in their meetings, when I attend for the either chairman's meeting or some other meeting, they say Goa is much better than most of the places.
He also stated that the 3 laboratories operating under Goa State Pollution Control Board needs recognition so that the data can be considered valid.
We must have laboratories. About 3 laboratories I have put into operation: physical, analytical and microbiological. But putting up this laboratory was also not sufficient, because there are people who are saying the data generated is not with the standard that is required. And that's why I thought that this laboratory should be recognized under Environment Protection Act 1986 of MOEF, and if that is done, then the data is valid all over the country, and even the courts have to agree about that.
He declared that he was looking forward for the Goa State Pollution Control Board to be registered by the National Accreditations Board.
A step further, that I thought that if I go for NABL recognition, National Accreditation Bureau of Laboratories, then the data generated by this board will be valid all over the country, all over the world, and that is what we are aiming, and we have sent the application to Delhi also for processing. I hope I will get that also in the course of time.
Ambient Air Monitoring Data Board at Zuarinagar will display the air quality twice every week.
A 3-day comprehensive landslide risk management workshop was held at the Fire and Emergency Services, Santanes, in association with the National Institute of Disaster Management.
Candidates from various government departments of Goa were selected for the training workshop. Altogether, 60 employees participated in the workshop. Present at the concluding program were Mir Vardhan, North Goa Collector, R. Pandurang, Director, Geological Survey of India, Gokul Das Naik, South Goa Collector, and Narendra Kumar, Secretary, Revenue Department. Mr. Surya Prakash, Associate Professor, National Institute of Disaster Management, speaking about the workshop, said that the participants had little knowledge about any risk management, and the workshop imparted practical knowledge about risk management procedures. He said that the participants were educated about various skills in risk management.
Big disaster has been addressed to. Like landslide, we are preparing only completely dealing with the landslides only. So a single perspective will give a broader idea about how to handle these specific disasters. In case landslides happen, so what are the requirements of the states, what are the training needs of the state, what are the resources required to handle landslides, and what are the institutional mechanisms, policies, guidelines, acts or regulations required to handle landslides. Will come up with this thematic disaster management.
The participants were given certificates on the completion of the workshop.
Time for a short break. You're with Goa 365.